Hello everyone and welcome to All Things Hadar. I am so glad that you are here. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be too much of a problem, the reflection and the sun and all of that. I know they say do natural light, but sometimes natural light can be too bright. And of course I got the lines from the, I don't know, whatever you call that, that's on the window. Anyways, we're just going to jump in and do this. And if this reading resonates with you, I ask that you hit that like. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you decide that this the reading and the channel aligns with you and that you would become a part of our channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you guys so much for your continued support and for your being here. It is all greatly appreciated. Oops. I did see be open to receiving peeking through there. I'm going to, I'm sorry. If you're new and you're wanting to know more about how I read and more about me, you can find that information in the description box below. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, sorry about that. I was playing with the drapes here and hoping that I could adjust it, but it looks like this is what we have to work with. Okay. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. As those of you who are returning know, I usually leave this stuff open to just whatever wants to come through unless I'm guided to do something very specific. I have two decks here that I've created, and I'm actually going to use these. And then we'll get into tarot. Okay. All decks have been pre-shuffled. I do like to shuffle here on camera so that you guys can see that things are shuffled. But, you know, sometimes I forget. You see my beautiful fern is got this one really long branch that came out on it. Ferns are my favorite fauna, so I was super excited to see that it's starting to branch out. Ha, no pun intended. Well, okay, maybe a pun intended. Anyway, okay, so let's see. What messages do you have for us? All right, thank you. There's one. There's two. All right. A shift in a different direction is on your behalf. A shift in a different direction is on your behalf. And becoming limitless. Now, I think this is really cool because so it can be really frustrating sometimes, right? When we've worked really hard on something or towards something, and then it just like doesn't seem to work. And I don't know about you, and I have had that happen to me. It can be very irritating, very upsetting. Again, that's me. Maybe other people are very much of a go with the flow kind of person. And that's amazing. It's amazing to me to have that skill or that way of being. I try to be that way. Sometimes I have to work at it really hard. Sometimes not so hard. Anyway, I feel like if you're feeling like, why isn't this working? And, why am, going off in this direction now? And, blah, blah, blah. And right, we can get, but it's to put you in alignment with something that is moving on your behalf. And because we have become limitless come out with that, I would say that it's probably, it's something that is going to expand you beyond where you were heading, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. Thank you. It says known or unknown, seen or unseen. The divine is moving on your behalf. I mean, come on. These are two different decks. And I love that this came out. Basically, it just, validates and confirms what came out in the first deck. All right, let's get one more. I take them if they jump out, or if they flip around but go back in, but they flipped around to where I can see the picture of the words. Or if I feel feel called, I guess, to pull something a card. So anyway, all right, let's get one more, please. Thank you. I rearranged some things on my desk, and I put some of my crystals to work for me because I have some things that I'm working on manifesting, and so I put them on my copper plate with my manifestations, and I put different crystals that I wanted to incorporate on that. So I kind of had to rearrange everything, and I'm telling you that because I don't know if you hear that, but when I shuffle and stuff, I've got one I need to steady, and then this one was rocking as well, but sorry about that. All right, and it says illusions itself or otherwise. All right, so we're going to get more about each of these. I'm trying to work around the shadows that are up on the desk here. Illusions, self or otherwise, and we've got the known or unknown, seen or unseen. The divine is moving on your behalf. Now, I would say maybe this shift in direction would have to do with because maybe maybe we were heading in a direction that we thought was for us, but maybe that was an illusion. Or maybe there's something about it that just had illusions in play. And so I feel like the shift in direction for those of you who are either you've just experienced this or this is coming or you're in it, I would say, take heart, because we do know that it is on your behalf that this is happening, and it is also to remove limitations and to remove illusions. We also had the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles come out on the split. I don't always check that, but sometimes they draw my attention to it. All right, we're going to get a little more about this one first, and we're just going to kind of go down the row. All right, so we're looking at a shift in a different direction is on your behalf. So can we get a little more on this, please? Can we get some more on this, please? I'm hoping that the dogs and everything will be quiet while I'm doing this. Those of you who have been with me know that we have a busy household with a lot of animals. All right, so we have a shift in different direction on your behalf. And we have a Two of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. Two of Cups can be about a partnership. Doesn't necessarily have to mean about love, but it can be about love. Let me see, where should I put it? You know what? I actually probably shouldn't have this sitting in the direct sun because it could. I love this. This is one of my wands. An absolutely gorgeous piece of clear crystal quartz with sterling silver bands and rubies. And like a little mini crystal ball on the end. But it's kind of like why I don't have my crystal ball on my desk, because it can, I don't want to cause a fire here with sun reflection heating things up. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Anyway, so we have the Two of Cups here, and we have the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles, for me as a reader, the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Swords are, again, for me as a reader, can represent justice. We do have a balancing of the scales. We have a balancing distribution of money. And then we have this Two of Cups out here. Now, again, this could be about a business partnership. It could be about just a collaboration opportunity or one-time project. It could be about a love interest coming in. However you look at it, however that resonates for you, that could have to do with either the shift is having you move away from this Two of Cups. Maybe that's something that just was out of balance, and it wasn't the perceived, or maybe it was under an illusion there. But I feel like for most of you that's not the case. It feels like that might be for one or two of you, but for the most part, I feel like that it is the shift in direction was so that you're on par is what the word I got. I was going to say on the past, but I got on par for being in alignment to meet this person. And it could have something to do with your finances. Again, we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. She was there when we did the split, and then we shuffled, and then we split, and then here she is again. So I would say that this could have to do with your finances. This could be someone who, maybe it's somebody who does business that has something to do with finances. Maybe that's their job or that's their company or whatever. So maybe it's a partnership of that. I also feel like this could have, it could be something between two people that is a legal, could be something legal. Let's get a little more, please. Oh, no, that's way too many. Do you have victory on the bottom of the deck, though? Which made itself known. What do we got here? Oh, I turned it upside down. It did not come out upside down. And we have the Sun card. The Sun card is, to me, like the best card in the deck. And I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that shadow that's in the glass, not in the anything I can move. Anyway, to me, it's, that's joy on steroids. It's joy, it's happiness in all your life areas. It's having that childlike wonder and childlike exuberance and joy for life, that zest for life kind of thing. Sunflowers, if the sunflowers are speaking to you, you may want to look up the energies of the sunflower and see if there's anything in that resonates with you. I would also say, and I don't know what the colors represent if you read the book about, the Rider-Waite and all that. But to me, this red feather, what came into my mind right now was that it has to do with making sure that you keep yourself grounded while you're going through this, and or solidifying. Being grounded helps to solidify kind of like what you're wanting to manifest. It helps to bring it into this reality as well as taking it out and up, right? I hope that makes sense. All right. Now we're going to look at Become Limitless on the split. Again, we have the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles, working on your craft, honing in on your skills, in working on your money, working on growing your money, fine-tuning. And then we have the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups to me is about contentment with yourself, with your life, just being happy with your life and with your direction and where you're going, which would make sense, right? If we're becoming limitless. All right, so let's get a little more on the Become Limitless. Oh, that's so funny. See, and now we have the 8 of Pentacles came out again. So first it was on the split, and then it came out again in the shuffle. So I find that interesting. So I think a lot about becoming limitless could be, about whatever, if this is about something legal, whatever gets granted to you here, about making sure that you're being wise with that. For others of you, that this is, it's just continuing to work and hone your craft, your skill, maybe educating yourself. Could be just about growing your know-how, your skill. Okay, we have the Death card came out, so we have an ending of some sort, which would make sense if we're being shifted in a different direction, right? I gotta put some lotion on, guys. If we're being shifted in a different direction, that would make sense that there is something that we're leaving behind, because we're going in a whole new direction, right? So there are things that would get left behind. I almost feel like for some of you, though, it could be that the ending is about having to toil, having to work so hard. Like, I'm working and I'm working and working and I'm stockpiling and I'm, trying to get that thing to get it out there. And it feels like, and I just got the word toiling. It feels like for some of you, maybe it's the end of that. Yeah. See, there's the magician. I was going to say musician. That's so weird. But there's the magician. So this is about transmuting, creating. This is about having all the tools that you need already in your toolbox, in your possession, in your wisdom, in your knowledge. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Creativity, standing in your own, being very self-sufficient, self-secured, confident, secured as in financially. What did I do with that deck? Let's see. Here we go. These are my mini rider weights. All right. I want to ask specifically. We have the Star and the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, or I mean on the split. I want to ask specifically about the Death card. I'm wanting more information, please, specifically about the Death card. What is the ending? What is ending? Oh, wow. They have a lot to say. That is too funny. All right, we have the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. He is the slowest knight of the deck. It's all about what's here. Oh, see, look at that. Isn't that funny? Again, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so what came out in reverse? What came out in reverse, interestingly enough, is this Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Swords. So I feel like there was some sort of a heartbreak, could be about betrayal, backstabbing, third-party situations. It could also just be maybe something about a business venture itself just didn't work out right. A partnership didn't work out. Something didn't work out right. It did not end in, what's that word? Yes, thank you. Amicably. And then we have this Four in reverse. So I feel like that when this happened, it put some in financial constraints, having to be very careful, having to be very mindful of their money. And I feel like this is coming to an end, the fallout of the heartache. The fallout of the heartache is what's coming to an end. We have the Hanged Man almost all the way in reverse. He's only got that little quarter turn left. And then he would be fully in reverse because he came out this way. So that quarter turn. So this to me is telling me what's coming to an end is this being stuck. Because when the Hangman comes in the upright, to me, this as a reader, this often can mean you're in a pause. Because he's actually tied by a vine to this post, which has him in a pause. And it's usually in this paused time, which would come with reflection, right? Well, usually for most of us, when we've had this heartache, that there can be an opportunity there for enlightenment, which we see with his head lit up. But with it being this way and knowing it has just that little bit left to go, and then it would be in reverse, to me, this is saying, again, what's ending is this period of being stuck, okay? But then we have, again, this succession, right? We have the Seven of Pentacles, where the seeds were planted. You've been nurturing and taking care of this money. You've been wanting it to grow. You've been working to have it grow. And you've harvested some of it here, and you're working on now, okay, I've harvested it. Now I'm working it into my final product, whatever that is for you. Okay? And then here we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles can be, and it's funny because here's the Page and here's the Knight. You know, and again with that ending, and the Queen, a victorious ending. So I think it's a victorious ending over all the pausing, the waiting, the, you know, trying to get things to work. But we do have the Page of Pentacles here. So this is something very, could be a person coming in with an offering, with an opportunity. Could be one coming from a distance. Could be geographically. Could be just because it's somebody that, maybe it's somebody you knew, but you haven't talked to them in a while. But it is an offering of some sort that will make a difference with your money. Okay? All right. Where are we going now? Okay, we're gonna use this one for this, for that question. So where do you want me to go from the, okay. Which one now? This one or this one? All right. All right, this is the Gilded Tarot Royal. Rider Waite, Rider Waite, Rider Waite. Okay. This one has not been pre-shuffled because I didn't know it was coming out. So bear with me while I get some shuffles in here to get it mixed up well. Uh-oh, Napoleon's awake. For those of you who have watched, you know that Napoleon likes to join frequently. And sometimes he gets himself in the way. He's very insistent. We're going to try to shuffle it this way, but they're so long. Hi. There we go. Oh, we did it. Look at that. One more. Oh, look at that. See, we got the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck with the Page of Wands on the split. All right. Okay. Did I flip that all around? Oh, I just was holding it upside down. Okay. So let's get some more on this known or unknown, seen or unseen. The divine is moving on your behalf. We had these two already. Look at that. So could be what you don't know about is there's this Four of Wands. We do have dragonflies in here. Could be you're meeting somebody who has a family, or you have a family and you're meeting somebody, or you could be you both already have children, or that you're going to meet this person and make a family. And again, you know, you got known or unknown, seen or unseen. So for some of you, again, this course correction, this shift in direction is on your behalf. This is about creating you, getting your money situation straightened out. This is about you getting connected into your Queen of Wands energy, your Magician energy, for manifesting, transmuting, having the tools. And it could be that all of this is bringing you into this space for this meeting. It could be that if someone's coming in, they're going to have serious intentions. They're not playing around. And then again, we have the moon. So, you know, moon energy, again, is a lot about what's not seen, what is not known. And it could be about illusions, because we do have the illusions card over here, whether self or otherwise. So it could be you not just being, either just purposely not being honest with yourself, or maybe you are like just not aware of something that is an illusion that you're just not seeing yet. Or it could be that someone else is bringing forward an illusion. But let's continue. Let's get one more for the known or unknown, seen or unseen. The divine is moving on your behalf. Can we get one more at least, please? Specifically, all right, no, yeah. Yeah, Ace of Wands. This is a very passionate, fiery, masculine energy. Don't get hung up on genders. It's a masculine energy. It's also about creativity. It's about passion. It's about movement. Yeah. As you can see, Napoleon is present. Yeah. All right. And we do have the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So this could be something that when this gets taken care of, that this is something that is going to come in very, very quickly. Or it can be that it's something that's coming in quickly and then it kicks all of this off. And again, we have the Death card here, which to me, because we have the Death card, we have the Knight of Swords, the Death card, and then the Strength card. I feel like this is, again, it's that ending to me of, it's the ending of, I'm hearing like guesswork. It's the ending of having to toil again. It's almost like, to me, the Strength card talks about self-mastery. It talks about learning how to recognize, be consciously aware of, recognize and understand the mental and the emotional, and bringing them to states of balance to coexist in a healthy way. And a lot of times that can take a lot of work, depending on your characteristics and traits and all that. It can be a lot of work for some people. I would be one of those people. Oh, look at that. See? And then we got the Strength on the bottom of the deck again with the Page of Swords. And I thought the Page of Swords was on a split in one of these. I know the Page of Pentacles is here, but I thought the Page of Swords came out, but maybe not. All right. This is my friend's tarot deck. I like it because I can shuffle it. All right. So let's get some more on this illusions, self or otherwise. And otherwise is just simply being with, someone or something else is presenting itself as something that it's not. All right. Let's put that back. And I don't know if you can see this. This card on the bottom here was just kind of like that, where it's kind of was sticking out, and when I went to try to move it back, it didn't want to go in. So, oh, nice, and we're going to pull it out. It's the Ten of Pentacles. Yay. Okay. So the illusions, all right, so first let me just say, okay, so we got the Queen of Cups. Okay, Queen of Cups, the Lovers, and the Ace of Cups. Why is that not zooming in on that? That is so weird. Why is it not? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know why that's struggling lately to zoom in. Ace of Cups. And then what didn't want to go back in the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So there's a couple of different ways that this can go. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Because it's talking about illusions and we're wanting clarification about the illusions, we see the Queen of Cups here. This could be about the Queen of Cups, and cups are about emotions, okay? They're about the heart. It could be that someone at some point got swept up in the romanticizing of something, and therefore they didn't see things for what they truly were. That is the one avenue. So if that resonates for you, then that's for you. If it doesn't, then it's not for you. And it feels like that for those of you who that does apply to, it feels like almost like, well, I want to seem like it's, the love of my life. And we have this, very unique, special, all these different words that we've put on for descriptors for what that relationship was like, and it's going to be fairy tale, and we're going to just have all the money and all the accolades and awards because they've got, the Emmys here, and right, and then the group, and just great friends and the whole thing. And it feels like it for some of you, it could be that it's not, okay, so for some of you, it's not that it's not true. It's more of almost like there's these expectations that are put on it that, well, if I'm going to let anybody in my life, it needs to look like this. And but I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can build something up and make it an illusion because you're so insistent that it has to unfold and look like how you feel it should look like. And then when it doesn't meet that expectation, there's disappointment, there's disillusionment, and then it's like that person let you down, and it's like, but in reality, they didn't let you down, right? It's things that we had built up in our own mind. For others of you, it's the opposite of that. It's like there's this illusion that no, we're just friends, or well, no, he's somebody that I just met, but I don't really think it's going to go anywhere. I don't think it's going to be anything. And it's maybe there's fears there because of this past betrayal. And if that's the case, then the illusion is not wanting to see that it could be something serious because there's fear from the past. And if that resonates, then, excuse me, I would suggest being open to looking at those wounds so that you can process it, heal it, let it go, neutralize it, right? Neutralize it, dissolve it, release it, let it go, so that you're healing and moving forward, so that this relationship, right, that this new relationship is not about the limitations and the limitedness that was on the old. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, look at that. See? And again, we have the sun. So again, we have that sun card. And that's twice, yeah. So you've got the sun out here twice. And I think that that's a pretty amazing thing. And yeah, see, so we've got, you're feeling defensive about this relationship. So we've got the Seven of Wands. Let's move this over. We again have the Three of Swords. Let me finish, okay? The High Priestess. Temperance. The Five of Wands. Confrontation. And the Moon. Again, with the Moon. Things that you don't see that are at work. Now, I feel like for the majority of you, that the reason this Three of Swords, the Three of Swords came out with this Five of Wands. And Five of Wands to me talks about a very long, drawn-out battle that had heavy casualties. A lot of mourning, a lot of loss. Could be literal, could be figuratively speaking about, people, possessions, events, situations. Yeah. So take it how it resonates and leave the rest. But I feel like that this is bringing you a potential for this Sun card. High Priestess is here. This is the divine feminine. She knows so much. She can see beyond the veil. She can see, and now it's getting too dark because the sun is in the clouds. The divine feminine, she can see behind the veil. She's very intuitive. She's can feel even very cosmic, okay? But there's all this defensiveness because it's being influenced by what was over here. It's being influenced by what was over here. So again, this is why I'm saying that I feel like there's some healing that needs to take place. possibly ownership of choices and decisions that were made then. Could be choices or decisions that were made because you didn't want to see, and that's where the illusions were. And then it's almost like now here's this thing, well, it's too good to be true, right? Too good to be true. So it has to be something like this. But I also have here temperance, and we again have the moon. I feel like there's factors that you don't know about that are at play here. For others of you, it could be about repeating the process because again, there's living in illusions. But I do feel for the most of you that it is simply, it's just saying that you're feeling defensive because there's this over here that needs to be healed. And there's this assumption, again, because of the wounds, there's an assumption that if I can't know exactly how things are going to play out and what's going to happen and, you know, so on and so forth, then I don't want anything to do with it. And then it's almost like you're blocking yourself from being able to receive. So anyways, guys, I hope that you find that helpful. I do feel overall this is a really good reading. It's just letting us know there are things that could use some assistance and support in healing, because when we don't heal them, then they do keep us, we limit ourselves. And in order to become limitless, we have to be able to get to this place where we are open at least to considering doing healing work on ourselves so that we can move forward without continuing to carry those weights, those burdens. Okay. All right, guys. Well, anyways, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, the notification bell, and share if you know anyone who this could be helpful for. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and until next time, bye.